welcome to today's video. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to set up a basic power grid. So right here, we have coal, we have water. The two main things you're going to need to set up your first Factorio power grid. So, the first thing you're going to want to do when you spawn in is you're going to want to disassemble this burning ship right here. And just pick up all these little other fragments. You can press the Alt key and you'll see all these. Hold Control and left click on them and you'll pick up the iron plates out of them. We can disassemble those later for more parts. We are going to want to get some more stone for our furnaces. And then we will start mining iron so we can get more miners. Then we're going to connect that up to the main power grid. I'd recommend, if you're a new player and you spawned in a desert or somewhere without a lot of wood, to just keep remaking it until you do spawn somewhere with some wood. Not too much though, because you're going to have to remove all this eventually. So this is one of the first mining setups we're going to use in this playthrough. And what this does is basically it mines the iron with coal, turns it into iron plates with more coal in here, uses coal for the inserter, and then it puts it in this box. As you think you need some coal. So let's just get like 5 pieces. And that should be enough to power this. Right click on that, stuff it into there, left click into there, right click takes half, left click takes all, just of that stack. If you want to take everything of that item from a chest, you click control, left click, not right control if your keyboard has that. We're gonna need 9 iron plates for another burner mining drill. So you're just gonna wait for that. Really quickly before we continue on with the video, subscribe. Do it. Only 7 out of my usual 1,100 viewers are subscribed to me currently. And now we can make another one, just like that. Now let's get one more, and we can start working on the boilers. So this setup is what you do if you want to hook up a bunch of coal machines together to automatically power each other. This one, you put a piece in here, and it'll power that one, and then this one will put one into here, and one piece of coal is about 4 pieces of coal mined. Just a quick little tip if you ever need to do this. You shouldn't have to late game, but it's always nice to know. So this is what we want to get. Steam power. This is a new research item in the Factorio 2.028, and you used to be able to just make this stuff. Now you have to make 50 of these. Not too bad. We need electronics, and we need electric mining drill, which is going to cost us 25 red sciences, which cost 1 copper and 1 iron gear each, and an iron gear costs 2 iron. So we're gonna need 50 iron to get to where we want. And now this all really depends on where you are. So we're awfully close from the water with the coal, so it shouldn't be too much. But if your coal and your water are really far away, it might be a bit longer. And you can also use wood to smelt. There are a few fuels in the game for the basic furnace, and those are wood, coal, solid fuel, rocket fuel, and uranium fuel. So keep that in mind. Something. So we just finished electronics, which gives us that. Gonna need quite a lot of stuff. Now this process could take 30-ish minutes, depending on how good, how fast, how good spawn you are, how good of a spawn you have, excuse me. I'm really slipping. Anyways, so after that, we are going to want to get electric mining drills for 25. So we have to make one of these. It's gonna cost 15 copper, so let's get a little setup on there. So we click down into the production tab after opening our character menu, and we can make the lab for 36 iron and 15 copper. It might take a while to build if you don't have the correct resources on hand, like pre-built already. So here's our lab. To use the lab, we're actually gonna need steam engines, boilers, and offshore pumps, which are all gonna cost just iron. Okay, that was a lie. The boiler also costs some stones. The boiler, all we're gonna need to do is take the offshore pump, find an optimal spot to put it. I always like to put it somewhere with a nice amount of room. Take this, leave that down there. Shame. And put a boiler right there. And I'll explain what that does once we get the steam engine. And I'll also explain that. All very necessary parts of setting up your first power grid. Alright, after you got your 31 iron plates, we can go ahead and make our steam engine. And that'll be good and on the way. Now to transfer power, you're gonna need to make some small electrical poles, which is gonna cost 1 wood and 2 copper cables, so basically 1 piece of wood and 1 copper. So we're actually gonna wanna move our lab if you place it down somewhere and put it right by the power grid for now. And just place a power pole right there like that. And now, since this is connected, we just need to put some good science juices in there, aka automation science pack, for 2 raw iron and 1 raw copper. While we're doing this, we're gonna do a tiny little bit of math. So get a piece of paper, a whiteboard, chalkboard, something to write with. Or just remember it, I don't know. So we don't need to ever worry about these, just place another one if you need it. But this and this are what we're looking at. So the boiler needs fuel to turn water into steam for the steam engine to turn into power. And the steam engine at the max output can output 900 kilowatts. And it's outputting 0 right now, and it can output 0 right now. That's all it can do. And the boiler, with every piece of coal, it will make 1.8 megawatts of fuel. No, that's not correct. It can output 60 steam per second, and this can have 200 steam in it. So we're gonna need only one of these, because this is gonna get filled up before it needs even more to power that, and then yeah, it'll be good. So we're gonna need, for the start here, I'd say 2 electric mining drills. Because every electric mining drill from electric mining drill. Also, by the way, to get into research, you press T, and into your menu, E. And back from both of those is escape. The exit menu is escape. So once we research these, which I don't have it researched right now, we can see that these output 1 every 0.5 seconds. So if we want to get 2 every we're gonna get 4 every second if we have 2 of these, which should be more than enough to power 2 mining drills and a lab for now. So while I've been talking, I've been waiting for this science to start making. And we're gonna put it into this nifty lab right here. And you just take the science and pop it right in there. And then you go and research something like the electric mining drill. And you just gotta wait for it to be done. You can see it takes 25, they're gonna take 10 seconds each. And we have 25 in there. So this should, in theory, take 250 seconds. While that's getting set up, we can start taking coal from over here and leading it up there. So let's get the pathetic 29 iron and make some conveyor belts. Conveyor, however you say it. They're called transport belts in the game. And you make 2 for every 3 pieces of iron, so keep that in mind. And when you're doing this, eventually you're gonna create 1 square of pollution, and as you can see, there's biters down there. If I go down there now, they probably won't attack me, but they might, because there's a bit of never mind, scratch that. I forgot to put the pollution filter on. There's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 squares of pollution, which is actually not too bad for a start. Just don't want to let it reach there, and if you do let it reach there, you better make some bullets and go kill them. So we just gotta wait for that. We can actually make our electric mining drills now. We just need 23 iron and 4.5 copper each. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and make another mining slot here. Funsies. And I didn't want to do this, but I have a mod called Even Distribution on, which you probably shouldn't play for the first time. resources between things. And yeah, you're gonna need some power poles coming up from your power supply. And you'll know they connect if you see that little wire. And you can actually just hold this and drag. And power's over here now. We're slow. And you will know when a powered thing is connected to a power pole, because you see that blue radius? That's what it's connected to. And if you go into your map, which is M and press electric networks, you can actually see everything that it's connected to. So, as you see, we have our first drill, which will start bringing coal up to the power plant at a very efficient rate. Okay, well, what I mean is, this can make a lot of this, which can make even more of this, which makes even more of that. And it's kind of like an infinite loop until you have too much other things and you need to expand the power supply and the amount of drills you have. But for now, this should do. So I removed the coal just to show you this working. And yeah, that's pretty much how you create a basic power supply in Factorio. Thank you, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Please watch more videos. I'm desperate.